Hello, kids. It is Mr. Rick coming to you with another lesson. First of all, this lesson will come out on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of the moms, your moms. Make sure you take a second today to go tell your mom happy Mother's Day. Do something nice for her. Clean something around the house, okay? Like maybe clean your room for Mother's Day. All right, I would say make her dinner, but that might be a little too dangerous. Some of you probably should not make your mom dinner, but you could you could bring her a snack. Probably that's okay. All right, but make sure you wish your mom a very happy Mother's Day. And in fact, for this lesson today, if you can have your parents with you, it's a really short lesson, but there's a couple of things we're going to want to involve your parents in and talk to your parents about. So if you can pause this and go wish your mom happy Mother's Day, and then ask your parents, in fact, ask your dad to come join you so that your mom can take a break, and or if they both want to join, that's great. So pause this real quick, grab your parents. There's some great questions in here that you're going to want to have a quick conversation with your parents, right? So I'll give you a couple seconds, get a drink of tea. Okay, so today we're going to find out that God is with us in hard times, okay? God is with us in hard times. So we're going to start by reading Psalm 23, verse 4. So go ahead and read Psalm 23, verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So God is with us in hard times, and hard times can make us feel sometimes like we are in a dark valley. And I know for some people, what's going on currently is a very hard time. And for your families, you're probably loving the fact your parents are around a lot more. But for some people, this is a hard time. This may feel like a dark valley. And in a dark valley, we can't really see what's ahead of us. And sometimes we feel like what might be ahead of us might be very, very scary. All right. And sometimes because we can't see and because there might be something scary, we're going to feel sad. And we might say that we are in a dark valley because we can't see anything good in front of us. Okay. And so this is one of those times I want you to talk to your parents about a time that maybe you felt sad. Maybe you didn't get something that you were hoping to get. Or maybe you had a disagreement with one of your closest friends, or maybe there was an assignment in school that was really difficult, or I know that my wife and we just got a new dog, and I had a dog when I was young, and when we lost that dog, that was very, very sad. So just want to talk to your parents about a time that was a hard time for you. So if there's been a hard time for you and you haven't talked to your parents about that, let's make sure we talk to our parents and just share a dark valley that maybe you have been through, a hard time that you've been through with your parents, okay? So take a minute, go ahead and pause, talk to your parents about that, okay? Now, if we were in class together, what we would do is we would use the chairs in class and put like black cloths and black coverings and things on these chairs to make a dark valley. We turn the lights off and we kind of create this. And then we would use a flashlight as a way to shine light on our way through. And God did this for the people of Israel. Okay, and he showed them that you don't have to be afraid, because when you're in that dark valley, when you're in those hard times, God is with you, and he's protecting us, and he's giving us every single thing that we need. And so God's friends, the Israelites, they had just left a terrible place in Egypt, and they were hurt in Egypt. They were treated poorly. They were made to do really, really hard work. And God took them on a long journey away from that place to a much better place that he had promised for them. And during this journey, a lot of times they were traveling at night. And if it wasn't for God, they wouldn't be able to see what was in front of them. But God was leading them as a pillar of fire. So think about it being very dark and then having a bright flashlight guiding your way. And that's what God was doing. This was back in a time where there were no flashlights. So God was a pillar of fire, and he was lighting the way for the people of Israel and taking care of them. I'm sure without that light, they would have been very scared. They wouldn't have been able to see very well what was in front of them. And then during the daytime, God was using a pillar of cloud or a pillar of smoke to lead them. All right. And this is a great thing. It's just a simple reminder is anytime that you're outside and you're thinking about the presence of God, if you look up in the sky and you see clouds, that is an easy way just to remind you of the presence of God. He actually used a pillar of smoke or a pillar of cloud to lead the people of Israel. So he's with you in all times, and he's with you in these challenging times, okay? So God led the people of Israel in the daytime. He led the people of Israel in the nighttime, and he did this for a very long time. God was with them the whole time, just like God is with you all of the time, and especially God is with you during hard times. So again, have a great conversation with your parents about that. Make sure you wish your mom happy Mother's Day, and then take some time with your parents to pray to God and talk to him about our fears and our worries and our anxieties, and ask him for help, because he is with you right now. Whether this is a hard time for you or this is a great time for you, he's with you right now. I miss you, kids. I can't wait for us to be back in church and have Sunday school. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope all of you are having a great day today. Talk to you soon.